is our first call of 2022. We are going to be covering our fiscal year results of 21 and a lot more updates since then. As many of you know now, we went through a brutal process to become fully reporting. So we did a full 2.5-year audit on our financials, and that's a big step in our mission on becoming uplisting and just being able to fuel our growth plans. So we're going to cover all of that today. Give some samples on our revenue, how we're making money, our growth plans, and different exciting things that just give more details on the news that we've been putting out to hopefully clear up a lot of questions that we're seeing and just get everybody as excited as we are about the future for BZWR. I want to start with just who we are, what we do, and really what makes us different now and in the long term. First of all is, we are a group of entrepreneurs, people that have been working with small businesses for years from all different kinds of industries. And we all have a passion for helping the small business owners succeed. We know the failure rate in the United States is atrocious, and it's been a problem for years, plaguing the United States. And in the next 3 to 5 years, if we can actually move the needle in the United States for the success rate of small businesses in the first 1 to 5 years, then we know we're winning. And that's what we aim to do, and that's who we are and what we're about for our small businesses. So that's who we are. What we do, we leverage marketing, funding, and technology to be able to really predict success for a small business owner. If we can connect small businesses with our data to give them the knowledge and power to improve sales, marketing, operations, and then access to fairly priced capital, that's what we do. So we're tying all of our marketing data, our SaaS platform that has been around since 2019, and with now our funding platform, we can really solve the biggest problems for small businesses today, which, if you can solve for a small business owner the ability to get new customers and then give them access to fair capital, usually that's, those are the two biggest problems: not enough customers and not enough cash when they need it. So we're focused on those two problems, and that's what we do. What makes us different? It's that data. It's being able to bring that marketing SaaS platform together with funding. So eventually, long term, when you're on our SaaS platform and you're a small business owner, it's going to be very clear where you are today and why you're seeing the results you are today. So you will know exactly, hey, if you're getting X amount of customers and X amount of revenue, you should know, here's why, based on our BZWR score, here's why your business is where it is today. And oh, by the way, here's a roadmap to help you get to where you want to be. And along the way, here's access to funding and other offers along the way. So as you improve your BZWR score, you're improving your business, and you're also improving, the offers that you're going to be getting, whether it's capital or better, advertising campaigns or a better return on your ads. So that's really guiding every small business via a roadmap and our BZWR score to get them to where they want to be, which is successful, growing, cash flow positive, which is what every small business owner really dreams of. Where we are today, we have 24 full-time employees. We are virtual still. We do have an office in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're looking at expanding that office as well. But we have people all over the country, and we also have developers in Bangalore, India as well. We have serviced over 25,000 businesses. This is either through our partner channels, through our own marketing platform, which is our SaaS platform, and also companies that we've helped get funding as well. So we're really looking to grow that, obviously, and I'm going to kind of expand on that, on how a portion of that, how we got those small businesses connected with BZWR, what we did with that, and what that really meant to revenue to the company. So that's coming in a little bit here. Where we're at right now in our stock. So our current price is 4 cents a share. We've been as high as 29 cents a share. So as far as historically in the last 12 months, we're on the lower side right now. But we're out there. I'm actually in South Florida today, getting our message out there and really making a shift. We've been really building in the last 12 months. We just launched our funding platform, which I'm going to talk about But we've been really building, and now it's time to get our story out there, really step up our advertising campaigns to the small businesses and get the word about what BZWR is doing for small businesses in the United States. So we hope to obviously get that stock price back up. Our market cap is currently at 18.7. Again, that's been as high as 100 million in the past 12 months. And our average trading volume is still decent at more than 500,000. But this is a focus for us in the near future as well to improve all three of those categories. What is the vision of the company? Like I talked about is solving the biggest problems for small business owners. That is access to capital and fairly priced capital for what stage their business is in, and their ability to get new customers. If you can solve those two things, you can really, almost guarantee a business succeeds. So how do we do that? We do that through our SaaS platform, which includes the BZWR score that we talked about. And then now we've launched our own funding platform. This is homegrown funding platform. We own it. Just same thing with our SaaS platform. So long-term, we're going to tie these systems together, like I said, so a business owner really knows where they are today, where they're going, and we give them lots of offers along the way. As they improve, we're going to give them better offers. We improve, and everybody wins. So that is where we're headed. Our Q2 financials. So audited financials, and Q2 compared to Q1, 62% revenue growth. So we're looking to really continue that momentum into Q3. We also made a key strategic acquisition of the Helix House agency, which I'll go over in a little bit more detail here in a second. And we grew the team. So like I mentioned before, we're up to 24 employees now, and we really have the infrastructure in place to scale this company exactly how we wanted. So like I mentioned, we've been really building the last 12, 24 months. We had some great revenue success in 21, but now it's time to, take that to the next step. And so we have the team to do so right now. The audit completion, like I said, we did 2.5-year audit, so full 2 years audit, and then audited our Q1 and Q2. We refiled Q1 and we posted audited Q2. So that was just done last night. And in that process, we've put new financial processes in place so that we're going to be audited completely from this point forward. That means we're fully reporting now, and we pretty much have all of the qualifications to uplist to QB, which has always been a part of our plan. So the acquisition of the Helix House agency. First of all, guys, we've been working with Helix for the last year. So they've been helping us with our own internal campaigns and helping us scale our ads. And not only that, been talking to them about how we can help some of our small business clients. So we really know them. Our spend with Helix House had been increasing over that last year, and we saw it continuing to increase. So first of all, we knew them inside and out. So what a great business. We loved the team. We loved the performance and the ability for them to drive a return on investment on their customers, which is exactly what we need for our SaaS platform. So not only were they a great partner of ours and an expense that was going to keep growing to us, but they also have the knowledge and expertise that's going to help us really round out our BZWR SaaS platform the way we want it, which is exactly, we want to be able to tell a business owner what steps to take on their branding, on their online presence, their digital marketing, and just advertising in general to get a return on their investment or the return on the ad spend. So our tools are built to do that. And so that knowledge of Helix House really rounds out the team, brings in a nice, healthy balance sheet, no debt, and really, obviously we see huge growth opportunities. They're already tracking very, very well in 2022. The year-to-date revenue compared to last year at this time, year-to-date, is 301,000 versus 215. That's 40% revenue growth in 2022. Exactly why we really wanted to make this acquisition. Now that's currently unaudited, so there may be some tweaks to that. I learned my lesson there on reporting stuff before it's audited. So I do have to mention that, but we're excited about the growth opportunity with the team and everything else that we're doing. It's 40% revenue growth already year to date. We expect that to reach over 50% revenue growth in 22. They offer the premium marketing solution that we kind of had been missing in our solution. So small business owners come on, they register for our SaaS platform, or they're looking for funding, And there's always been a certain percentage of businesses and opportunities that have come to us that are on the higher end. And we didn't really have a good solution for them from a marketing agency standpoint, but we saw the need. We have the connection and the trust with the small business owner, and we have all the reporting and the tools in place. So it was just a very natural fit for both companies, for them to have a great lead source, a great partner, somebody that we trust, really good meshing of the teams. And we couldn't be more excited about, growing that division and really growing together as a whole. BZWR Funding. We just launched this platform a couple months ago. It's just getting off the ground, but this is a huge growth opportunity for us. This is amazing. So what really makes this different? What makes our funding platform from all the other things out there? Well, the first thing is it's powered by exotic data. What do I mean by that? Well, as you guys know from our BZWR score, we're pulling all kinds of marketing, branding, online presence data, thousands of data points about a small business owner. And that gives us kind of a unique view into every small business owner, a unique view that should tell us whether that business has a high likelihood of succeeding and a high likelihood of paying their bills and a low chance of fraud, because we have all this other data points on it. So what does that do? That drives our cost of capital down, our ability to go raise more capital to fund these small businesses. And it gives us a very an advantage, because we have that extra view into the small business owner on how likely they're not going to only just succeed, but how likely they are to pay their bills, including the loan that we're going to give them. So this is that really makes us special. It's only going to get better as we get more data, implement AI and more business intelligence, and it'll only help our offering and give us the ability to lend more capital to the right businesses that deserve it. We want businesses to be able to take money before they actually need it. I think right now, a lot of times small business owners, they take capital when it's too late, when they need it. And that's when you have a bad deal. That's why a lot of these small businesses end up taking, really bad loans or merchant cash advances that are, 40, 50, 60%. If they're only making 20, 30% margin in their business, how is that going to put them in a better position taking a loan that's 40, 50, 60%? It's not. It's just a very temporary cash flow position, which buys them a little time, and then they're in a worse spot, 3, 4, 5 months down the road. We don't want to do that. We want to get our message out there. Businesses should be getting access to capital before they actually need it. So when they need it, they have access to it. When they have the opportunity to take advantage of a marketing campaign that they're seeing a return on ad spend on, they should have access to $10,000, $20,000 to really scale that marketing campaign out. But most of the time when businesses get to that point where they're seeing an ROI on their ads, they don't have access to that capital. They can only use as much as they have for free cash flow. And that's not really the way to grow. So that's what really makes us different. It gives us that unique future look to be able to really predict if a small business owner is going to succeed. And then the ones that we are predicting, because the data tells us that they're going to succeed, we want to give them more money, obviously, and fuel that growth. Speaking of fueling growth, we put out a press release. We have a great partnership with a company called Fuel Me. This is an application where they connect people that need fuel for their construction business and things like that, and the fuel vendors. And so we have a great setup with them. And, and I've gotten a lot of questions like, how much do you make on your funding and everything else? So this is, just with typical loans like this, we're probably going to net 10 to 15% of our loans, depending on the risk and everything else that we have going. But again, this platform is very early, so it's all estimates. The Fuel Me opportunity is actually bigger. We can make, more than 20%, or 25, more than 25% on our money, as long as everything goes as planned. So really great opportunity there. We have new channel partners. As you've seen in our past financials and our audited statements, we've had a lot of great revenue success from our channel partners. It's been our number one revenue source so far in the last 2.5 years. That is only continuing to grow. And I'm down here in Florida, where this is just part of our normal operations. We are constantly growing this channel partner growth. It's a way for to reach a lot more businesses for a lot less money, and get a good return on investment for us. And then we always have our direct to merchant campaigns going as well. We're doing this for BZWR Funding. And speaking of that, I want to give you guys a little sneak peek into our new marketing campaigns. So here is the newest video that will be hitting the market in the next few days here.
Big banks don't want you to know this. With zero impact to your credit and zero paperwork, our lending process can put money in your business account in 3 to 5 days. It only takes a few minutes to see if your business is eligible for funding up to $100,000. If you need funds now to help you with things like advertising, equipment, employees, raises, new locations, or just overall business growth, our funding was designed to help with just that. Receive your funds fast with interest rates as low as 7.97%. Plus, your chance of getting approved with us is way higher than with your bank. A few qualification requirements. You must have been in business for at least 2 years, have a 600 plus credit score, have a live website for your business. If this is you, click the Learn More button on this video, and it'll take you to this page. Fill out these quick questions and see if you qualify for funding up to $100,000. If you're approved, funds hit your account in less than 5 days.
So like I mentioned to you guys earlier, like we're really stepping up our advertising campaigns. It's time to scale for the rest of the year here. So second half of the fiscal year, we are really stepping up advertising across the board for funding, for marketing, for everything that we're doing. So that is going to be the lead kind of, we have a large video series of videos like that, that, you know, is focused to connect directly to the merchant and looking to scale that up. What's the, I mean, the other thing I wanted to mention real quick too is, so we did a large campaign in 2021. I wanted to kind of give an example of how these numbers work and how scalable it is. So, and this is what we've been building to replicate what I'm about to give you guys. So in 2021, we had we signed a great channel partner deal, and we're using our software and our technology to run a large marketing campaign. And we did a joint venture deal, some shared revenue in that, and we spent about $1 million in ad spend. That equaled about 100,000 applications for funding at that time. And in that 100,000 applications, we helped get 18,000 businesses funded, which is a part of that 25,000 number that I showed you guys in the beginning. And in that 18,000, we were able to, 5x our investment into that opportunity, which was great. And that's the kind of return in under 8 months, 5xing our money. The opportunities we're looking at now are even have a higher return than that. So we're super excited, but that's what we've been building. We want to replicate that exact model. Not only that, but we still have the connection to all those businesses we helped get funded before and everything else. So we've been kind of sitting quiet and not touching base and connected with those past small businesses because we've been building. We haven't been ready to really scale up. Now is the time. So it's all coming very, very soon. So I want to show you guys kind of where we are today and where we're headed as far as, our SaaS platform and the BZWR score in general. So today, what does it do? Over here on the left, you can kind of see what we're looking at here is businesses can go in there and they're going to get a BZWR score, and it's going to show them their score, how good, bad, super. It's going to point out some things that they should correct, some things that they probably didn't know what's going on with their digital presence that's probably holding them back from customers. It gives them some detail around score factors and data. And we are just, we are making this more robust and more clear for the business owner, really help them make the right decisions to improve operations, to improve sales and marketing, to improve advertising. So where are we going? Well, where we're going is we want to prove that the BZWR system and the BZWR score and usage and regular engagement with our platform is directly correlated to small business success. That's where we're headed. So we're pulling all this data in. We track whether a business owner is taking the appropriate steps to improve their brand, to improve their BZWR score. Are they taking funding? How are they using that funding? Are they using funding for the right things to grow their business? And then if they do, can we correlate that success to steps they're taking with BZWR or steps that we're tracking? And the answer is yes. but we need a lot more data, a lot more businesses on the platform. But as we grow, the system gets smarter and smarter, our data gets smarter, and we're passing this off to the small business owner. The big companies like Amazon and Walmart and Costco and Apple, all those companies, they're using data to grow their business every day, and we know that they're tracking us. They're using that data right back, and they're able to just grow at an insane pace. But small business owners don't. They usually stay and they just focus on what they do best. We're simplifying that down for the small business owner and really going to empower data for them so that they can use the data they need, and they don't have to understand data or anything else to really grow their business. Financing for the company, an update here. So as I mentioned, guys, when we had that great partner deal in 2021, we needed a lot of capital to grow that marketing campaign. And so luckily, I know there's a lot of questions about dilution. And in 2021, we took $3.5 million or about $3.5 million from our Reg A. So people were a little bit concerned with dilution. And I know in that Reg A, the investors were buying stock at 8 cents, and we were as high at 27, 28 cents, and we were above 20 for a long time. So they were getting a pretty smoking deal on the Reg A, but it was a great partnership. And guess what? It gave us the capital that we needed to really grow our business. And luckily we had it, because if we didn't have access to that free cash flow, we wouldn't be able to 5X our money. We wouldn't have been able to put up those great financial results last year. So, any funding that we're doing, it's obviously we're going to use that funds to the best of our ability to grow the business and keep growing. And so with that said, the next step for us is an S1 filing. By filing our S1, that also officially makes us fully reporting, which we can also file the application for uplisting to OTCQB at the same time. So the S1 filing, it's much more favorable than the Reg A. So instead of it being a locked in price, like at 8 cents, and then having to go through hoops to try to change that price, it's just locked in at 80% of what the value is of this current price. So that price that they buy stock at moves as we grow and move. So we go up, if we were to go back up to 25 cents, they'll be buying at 80% at that rate. So it should cause a lot less dilution and just equitable shares in the market. Again, we're only going to take money when we need it, and if we see the opportunity to grow the business. So hopefully that we've built enough trust in the past to know that when we take money or we're taking investment or we're diluting, we're doing it for the right reasons. We're doing it to grow the business. And that's the plan for, the future. So like I mentioned, it's time to uplist. So we're pressing forward with OTCQB. So like I said, we're going to file the S1 and then the application for the QB simultaneously. I've heard all kinds of rumors on how long it takes to get that approval. It could be 60 days, could be less than 60, could be as long as 90. So we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm sure we will let everybody know once we get that officially submitted in the application process. What is our 3-year goal for our whole entire company? We want 1 million small businesses using BZWR in one way or the other. That means 1 million businesses on our SaaS platform and our funding operation through our channel partners, connected to 1 million small businesses. If we can hit that number in 3 years, we're truly going to be able to move the needle for that small business failure rate in the United States. And that really is what makes us excited, is really fighting for the small business owner. So that's the goal. We have a long ways to go to get from 25,000 to 1 million, but we already have a really good start. So even in that 25,000, you looked at when we closed the 18,000 funding opportunities for our channel partner. That was actually, we actually connected with 100,000 businesses and got them starting an application to get that. So we know how to scale it with the right model, scale it with technology in place, and that's what we've been building. So now for the next 3 years is to scale up so that we can hit this goal of 1 million small businesses using BZWR. The future is bright with BZWR, that is for sure. And I kind of wanted to show something here, because you look at what makes us successful. what we did ourselves and what we've done in the past is we've looked at our presence, we've looked at our advertising and our product. Can we get, a profit on our product? Can we grow revenue? And you really look at all those different factors. That's really the business warrior score. All those factors that make up a business and how their presence looks to the public. And that's it correlates to the likelihood that they're going to be growing and succeeding. So, we try to simplify exactly what we do ourselves for the small business owner and simplify it down to a business warrior score. The next step, just like we did in the example that I've been talking about today, is, okay, you have a presence, everything's hitting, everything's aligned, it's time to really grow. Well, you need the funding to grow and take advantage of all those opportunities. We had that funding. It's the same thing we want to do for the small business owners. When everything's in line and their score is looking good, we want to give them access to capital to really grow their business over the next, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months. Then using that capital as they grow, they usually need more, need to add team members to the team to grow that business, to convert those sales, to do all the follow, to just grow their business. So you get the funding, you grow the business, you get more return on your ad spend, you add more people to the team, you improve your score, you get more funding, you add more people, and then you just have this continued revenue growth. So we basically are doing the same thing that we've done for our business, and we're simplifying it down for the small business owner. And so, that's a big part of our revenue growth, and our message that we're getting out there is tying this all together. Now, today, the Business Warrior SaaS platform and the funding platform do live separately. We have separate campaigns going to the two different platforms. On the back end, we share data in between. And then as we test and we focus on the customer experience. What is that end user's experience? Do they want to go through the Business Warrior score if they just came for capital, and vice versa? So as we test and we figure that out, everything will be tied together and be very clear. So that is, the long-term strategy for our platform and how everything comes together. That's really it, guys. This is the plan. Huge growth plans for the company. Like I mentioned before, we have been building the team, building the technology, and getting ready to really scale things up. And we're at that stage right now. So we're set up. We have a strong balance sheet. We've put up a strong quarter, carrying that momentum into the third quarter. And, hopefully the market reacts positively as we continue to share the great news. As we continue to, share more channel partnerships signing and more growth and just updates on our platform. So I have that commitment making to you guys as well, is to just communicate more updates to you like this, do more of these shareholder calls. It's been way too long since I did the last one. So we want to do this more regularly and really get our message out there. So like I mentioned at the very beginning, if you weren't on, this is being recorded. And we're going to post it to make this entire call public. So if you have any friends, family that wanted it to see the call and missed it, then they'll be able to get access to it, and you can share it with them and tell all your friends and business owners about us. So looking forward to the future with everybody. Thanks, guys.